I'm Mrs. Bree, and this week we have a new story. The author writes the story, the illustrator draws the picture. We got the front, we got the back, we got the spine, ah. The title of the story is A Day at the Fire Station, written and illustrated by Richard Scarry. A Day at the Fire Station, written and illustrated by Richard Scarry. Drippy and Sticky, the house painters, pull up in front of the busytown fire station. "We are here to paint the firehouse," says Drippy. "Wonderful," replies Chief Smoky. "But please don't park your paint truck in front of the firehouse doors," Smoky says. "We firefighters have to be able to drive out at any time." After parking their paint truck out of the way, Drippy and Sticky enter the fire station. "Wow, what a nifty place," says Drippy. The firefighters are busy cleaning their fire engines. "The firefighters like to keep our engines nice and clean, so please be careful not to get any paint on them," says Smoky. "Aye, aye, sir," replies Sticky. Drippy covers a fire engine with a big cloth so that it won't get dripped on. Sticky opens the cans of paint. Drippy begins to paint the firehouse ceiling pink. Sticky starts to paint the firehouse poles in candy stripes. Oops! Drippy's cloth seems to have slipped off the fire engine. "My red fire engine!" shouts Smoky. "It's pink!" "Don't worry," says Drippy. "We'll have your fire engine cleaned up in no time." But instead of rubbing off, the wet paint smears in long streaks. "What a mess!" Ring! Ring! Sounds a loud bell. It's the fire station alarm. The firefighters sleeping in the dormitory upstairs leap from their beds and slide down the poles to the engine below. "Oh no!" shout Drippy and Sticky. "Oh no!" shout the firefighters, covered in candy-striped paint. But stained uniforms or no, the brave firefighters jump into their boots, grab their coats and helmets, and charge out of the fire station aboard their red and pink fire engines. Woo! Clang, clang. "Well," says Drippy, "now that the firefighters are gone, perhaps we can get our painting done." The firefighters have been called out to a traffic accident. Cecilia's cement mixer bumped into Horace's honey truck and knocked over Farmer Hal's hay wagon. What a gooey mess. Thank goodness for firefighters. They will have everything cleaned up in no time. Meanwhile, Drippy and Sticky have painted the firehouse floor. The paint is still wet. Doesn't it look lovely? Uh-oh, house painters. The firefighters are returning! "Wait!" cries Drippy. "Stop!" shouts Sticky. "Wet paint!" they both warn. But it is too late. The fire engines skid across the freshly painted floor. Zlip! Crash! Splat! Bang! Flash! Poor firefighters! Poor Drippy and Sticky! Poor firehouse! What a mess. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't even know where to start cleaning up this mess. Straw and cement and honey are everywhere. Smoky picks up a hose and sprays out the fire station. Swish! Swash! Suddenly, there is another alarm. This time, it's a fire. The firefighters throw all of their equipment into the fire engines and are off to the rescue. "Look, it's a fire at Vesuvio's Peppery Pizza Parlor," The firefighters quickly hook up the pumper engine to the fire hydrant and bravely rush inside. The fire is in the oven. It's a burnt pizza. Hurry, firefighters! With a spray of water from the hose, the fire is put out. To thank the firefighters, Vesuvio invites them all to a big pizza lunch. Isn't he nice? Meanwhile, Drippy and Sticky have finished repainting the firehouse. The firefighters bring Drippy and Sticky a takeaway pizza and wash their fire engines outside the fire station while the fresh paint dries. Aren't they thoughtful? Just then, Tammy Tapir drives up in her strawberry jam truck. Can anyone please tell me how to get to the throughway from here? Tammy asks the firefighters. Oh, isn't that Roger Rhino's wrecking crane coming? Hey, slow down there, Roger! Oh dear. Crunch, squish, sploosh, splat. Nice work, Roger. Gee, I'm awfully sorry about this, says Roger, apologizing. Oh, don't worry, says Smokey with a sigh. We'll have this cleaned up in no time. It's all in a firefighter's day at the fire station. The end. And that's the end of our story, my little bookworms. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you enjoyed reading A Day at the Fire Station with me, check out the link in the description and we can read it together. Remember, reading is a magical adventure that can take you anywhere you want to go. So keep reading and exploring new worlds. Until next time, farewell, my friends. Subscribe and like. Comment what book you'd like to hear next.
MissBriReads! MissBriReads! MissBriReads!
Stay curious and spread the joy.